And welcome back. With me today from the third board is their board president, Rosemary DiLorenzo. Welcome.
Hi, thank you.
Happy Monday to you.
Monday to you.
And we've got a few things to talk about today, but the first one I know you want to talk about is you have a couple open slots on the board, right?
Yes, we have two open positions on the board. Both of them, one of them, the director resigned for health reasons, and the other one had family needs. So, and we appreciate all the work that they've done. We've had 5 people who have pulled applications. That means they've gone upstairs and taken the applications from Cheryl, our admin, but only 2 have returned them, and we have the applications are open to pick them up and to return them by February 13th, which is Wednesday, the day before Valentine's Day, at 5 p.m. So at any time up to 5 p.m., we ask the people who pulled the applications to please, fill them out. Please still be interested, and please get them up to Cheryl. And then we have the appointment, because these are not, they're appointed by the board. The appointment is the following, not that Friday, but the following Friday. We have a special meeting that's open to the public, where we ask questions of the, I can't say contestants, but for the people who have applied, and the board will ask them questions, and then the board votes. And Cheryl, our admin, is there, and they usually do, ballots, et cetera, and it's not an open vote. And then we appoint them, and then we get to work. And we're working on tightening up our orientation procedure for the new board members. So I have one of the new board members, John Pearlstone, working with me to update the information that we have, because there's always some changeover for reasons. So we want to be ready and do our best job with them. So please remember, if you're interested in making a change in the community, to please see Cheryl on the how do they get up to the second floor in the community
center? They'll stop at the front desk and tell you reasons why you want to go up, and they'll
someone will get them up, and they can fill out the application.
Okay, very good. Now, of course, we have a new CEO, Jeff Parker, and he started, I believe, on the 4th, if I'm not mistaken, and kind of getting going his first week here.
Yeah, actually, he came to our board, we didn't have a board meeting today. We had agenda prep this morning at 9:30. So he came to that meeting just basically to, see what's going on. And I'm like sitting here laughing, because I didn't formally introduce him, but it isn't, everybody knows, the board members know who he is. And he just wanted to see the things that we were, working on for our agenda. But our board has met, and we've identified the areas that we believe are most pressing for third. And as far as, VMS provides the board, the mutuals come up with the policies. VMS is our management company, and they execute what we came up with. So that's basically his responsibility as the leader. So we came up with our key concerns. And so we discussed it with the board, and I'll probably I'll ask him. I didn't want to do it this week, give the man a chance to figure out where things are, but probably ask to meet with him next week, just to go over what our concerns are. So I'll probably meet with him, with one of the officers, probably with Steve, and we'll sit down and go over the list. All right, very good. Yeah, we'll get him up here sometime soon and have him on the air with us. Once he we'll give him a couple weeks. Right. So I can't come running in. Oh, it's my turn. No. Now, one of the things you want to talk about are some security concerns, and along with that is mailboxes. We know that some mailboxes in the past, particularly I think in the 3-story buildings, have gotten broken into. And this is something that the board is looking at with security. We've identified, anything probably, and I can't say anything, but things can be broken into. Where there's a will, there's a way. Yeah. But we know that there is a stronger mailbox available. So we did replace it in one building already, but because of break-ins we've identified, I believe, 4 or 5 other buildings. So we have to work with the post office. So it's not like, hello, I want a new mailbox. Yeah. But we have approved the purchase, and they're working on replacing the ones in the buildings where there have been a break-in. And of course, we're working with security. But the basic thing is that just overall, we're working with Eileen Paulin to come up with an article on how to keep your things safer. You know, what are some things you might be able to do to minimize any potential breaking into your cabinets in your parking areas. So she's coming up with some things, and it'll be in our next newsletter. You know, security recommendations. Yeah. But on the other side, the board is working with M&C to come up with a plan for the changing out of mailboxes over time. You know, because we've had these that were broken into, so we have to replace them, and we have to replace them with something stronger. But in other areas, you know, some of them have been around for quite a long time. So our head of M&C, Ernesto Munoz, is working on a plan with our board so that we can budget it over the next few years. You know, it has to be, how much is it going to cost? What can we afford to spend? But we know that we have to do that. That's up there. All
right, very good. Now, talk lately with all the boards have been with Roundup and landscape and where to use it and not to use it and ban it, and looking at different alternatives. I know you folks are involved with this.
Yes, I mean, actually, we had so many complaints that we have stopped using Roundup, but we know that we have to find the best product to replace it. You know, we have an alternative product that we're using, but we want to find the best product, the best cost, the best results. So we actually, they have identified an area. There was some miscommunication as to where that was going to be. So that has been changed and edited. So they're working on that. And the testing is being done for all of the boards, you know, so that we could say, this is what we came up with, you know, and they can decide what they want to do. But for us, you know, we want to really, we can't make it, we don't want it to be a cost thing. Well, we have to keep doing it because it's going to cost so much, because there has to be something out there, out there that will work. Right.
And I know that it changes every year. You know, there's new formulas that come out, and what may be good now, another company will come out with another organic thing.
Or something will come out that everybody thinks is good that could be worse, but I'm not going to go there. You know, never having, I majored in business, so I didn't really focus on the sciences. So I can't really talk that way. But I know from a business perspective, I mean, we have to just make the best decision. And, you know, the best physical decision, and the best decision as it relates to people's minds and thoughts, but also the best decision on a financial basis. So that's important for us. And then one of the other things we've done that's new is we had a meeting yesterday because one of our board members, Bunny Carpenter, was a purchasing guru. So she's worked with, she works with our purchasing department and with our finance department to update our purchasing policies, and so that we are always following a plan. You know, a plan. Yes, you have to get these bids. Yes, they have to be open. No, this doesn't need a bid. This needs a signature, so that they're uniform throughout. You know, so that third isn't doing one thing and another board doing something else. So we had a meeting about it yesterday, and then I think after this meeting we're going to go to get the buy-in of the other boards, and then have it be something that we could use so that it's easier really for the department heads too. You know, wait, I have to follow this rule because that's how third wants it now. So we're trying to do more things together.
In general we've seen this.
And that's working. And actually, this last year, we started having a once-a-month meeting with the presidents and vice presidents of the boards, and that's Third, United, and GRF. And it's an informal meeting where we just talk about the issues, and we also invited VMS, so they send their chair and co-chair, so we could talk about, any concerns that we have. Is it taking too long to fill a position, or gee, we're getting a compliment about this, or something like that. So we're having one of those meetings, and we even invite the towers because they're part of us in the use of primarily the GRF things. So actually, we're going to meet this Monday, and we were invited to the towers for lunch.
There you go. All right.
That's nice.
All right. Speaking of landscape, I know all the boards are looking at better options for grass, bringing in drought-tolerant plants. Despite all the rain that we've had, if we had this every year, we'd be all right. But no matter what, we're going to have probably 6 months of a dry season.
Right.
Despite how much rain we may get during this time of the year, we're going to be dry for months and months and months. So it's always good to look at what's available in new landscaping.
Yes, and our water bill.
Yeah.
The water bill is tremendous.
Yeah.
It is tremendous. And of course, the water bill is divided between the resident use and then the other use. And we are trying to work with the residents, and actually we're having a committee meeting, a water committee subcommittee was scheduled for next week, but we've had to delay it, and we're actually working with the water department, and it has some really good things, like it's less expensive to load your dishes in the dishwasher and wash them all than to do them one at a time by hand. So many things that you might not know.
Right.
So we're working with the water department to come, going through all of their handouts so we can make this public knowledge. And I know our communications department is working on that, but we need more of a commitment by all of the community to conserve water, because our water bill, the use of water for the residents is the same, even though we try, it hasn't gone down. So we have to get it from two ends. We have to use their part, the consumers, and I've actually was washing all my little dishes by hand, because it would be one for me, one for the dog, and now I am, just rinse it off real fast and putting them all in the dishwasher.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to.
At first you think that's not as efficient, but it really is.
It is. And and I know putting in the low flow toilets is really important. So we're going to try to go over things that is there any way we can make it a better deal? Because I remember I bought my low flow toilets from Lowe's, and they were really expensive, but I wanted the how pretty could a toilet be?
Yeah.
I wanted that one. But the thing is so we're going to try to come up with things that might make some things that are going to save money for everyone, because we all pay the water bill in the long run, make them more affordable.
Right.
In United, which is different, because they're a co-op versus a condo, I believe they replaced all of the toilets to low flow toilets. We cannot, we don't own the people's homes. We made it mandatory when a unit was resold, again, as part of water conservation. So we have to work on new things, but also from the staff side, they're doing different things to get proposals to change certain areas to drought tolerant. Okay. How much are we saving by doing this?
Yeah, because of course.
And how much will you save by labor and water? And it's really more the water in doing more of this. So I know that they're working on that too. But that's one of our goals.
All right, very good. Anything else you'd like to add for today?
No, just remember the positions are open on the board, and our next board meeting is a week from this coming Tuesday.
Yes.
Oh, no, a week from this coming, so a week from tomorrow.
That's right.
In the boardroom.
All right, very good.
Thanks a lot.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. We'll be right back.